All right, President Barack Obama there in Columbus, Ohio, talking about everything from education to job security to war, veteran securities, not looking at the clock, not turning the clock forward, not turning the clock back, in his words, but instead forward. He says it's a make or break moment for the middle class, and that's what he's pledging to do for the middle class and to secure education and people's retirements. The President of the United States in the very valuable swing state of Columbus, Ohio. We have with us some analysis from Lenny McAllister, Republican strategist, and Maria Cardona, Democratic strategist. Also with us, Howard Wilkinson, who knows the state of Ohio very well, Cincinnati reporter with WVXU. Thanks to all of you while we continue to listen to the president here. We heard the president really underscoring, and the First Lady too, who was helping to roll out this Restart campaign, saying that this is about basic American values. And this is a campaign about moving forward. Maria, you first. Effective, impactful?
I think it's been incredibly effective, Frederica. The president has really laid out a very clear vision of where he wants to continue to take the country. And his slogan forward with his speech today, I think, really lays out the differences between what he is going to continue to do to help the middle class with their struggles in this recession versus what Mitt Romney wants to do. And just a couple of examples. On small businesses, the president has given small businesses 17 tax cuts to help them grow, to help them hire people. When somebody asked Mitt Romney his advice on starting a small business, what did he say to this young person? Go borrow money from your parents. On student loans, the same thing. Mitt Romney said shop around or borrow money from your parents, while this president wants to make student loans to continue to be accessible. Those are just two very small examples, which I think really lay out the vision and the stark contrast that will be what this election is about.
And Lenny, while the president even took an opportunity to compliment Romney and said, you know, he's a great businessman, he's very patriotic, he raised a great family, but he believes that, the president believes that Romney has it wrong, that if CEOs prosper, then so will everybody else. How will the Romney camp respond to that, in your view?
Well, what they need to respond to that is, number one, prosperity is something where you have entrepreneurs creating jobs and building jobs. That's something that Governor Romney has done in his personal life, and he also attempted to do and did a good job of while he was the governor of Massachusetts. But he also is going to say, listen, President Obama wants you to look forward because he doesn't want to look right behind you with the jobs numbers from yesterday and the past 3+ years. He doesn't want you to look behind you and the record debt that he matriculated. He doesn't want you to look behind you and look at what the Reagan recovery looked like versus the Obama, quote-unquote, recovery. I would definitely have folks looking forward versus looking back at the last 4 years. President Obama doesn't want folks to look back at his own words where he said, if the economy doesn't improve over these 4 years, this is going to be a one-term proposition. Well, now we're talking about, let's not look back at my words, let's look forward, and hopefully you will forget about what you're going through over these past 4 years under my presidency.
Howard Wilkinson, political reporter with WVXU. Welcome. Our first time getting a chance to talk to one another. Is the president speaking to that Ohio electorate? This is an important swing state. He's talking about job security, retirement, Medicare, colleges, and opportunities, greater opportunities to go to community colleges. Is this the forum, and is this the audience that wanted to hear this kind of message?
Well, I think it was a very good forum for him. I mean, college students and young people in general did a whole lot 4 years ago to help him win this state. George W. Bush had won here in 2000, 2004. He turned it blue. He won with 51.5% of the vote. And it's going to be very difficult.
Can he keep it blue?
The unemployment situation in Ohio is very odd. Usually when there's a bad situation in the economy, when there's a deep recession, unemployment numbers are higher than the national average. We're actually lower at this point.
All right.
Whether or not that will help him make his argument, remains to be seen.
A critical state, and clearly the president and the White House knows this. 21 times in Ohio since being elected in 2008. Thanks to all of you. Howard Wilkinson with the WVXU. Boy, is that hard for me to say. Radio. So glad you were with us. Lenny McAllister, Maria Cardona, thanks to you as well. Appreciate that. The president, of course, you saw wrapping up his campaign there in Columbus, Ohio, and then moving on later on to the state of Virginia as well. You see him there exiting along with the first lady.